Right, another news emphasizing that India is the fastest growing among the world's major economies. Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has begun his 4-day visit to India. He's currently in the financial capital of India in Mumbai. And today at 9:45 a.m. local time, the Prime Minister will visit a local cultural exhibition. At 2:15 p.m. local time in the afternoon, he will participate in an innovation showcase and interact with university researchers. Later at about 7 p.m. local time in the evening, he will deliver remarks and take part in a featured discussion at the Canada-India Growth and Investment Forum. Meanwhile, Canada's Foreign Minister Anita Anand, in a recent interview, described the Canada-India relationship as broad and wide-ranging. It said that we are working to push along a number of metrics, including public safety, agriculture, AI, energy, and critical minerals, and people-to-people ties. Now, officials say Prime Minister Carney is likely to sign a 10-year uranium supply agreement valued at about $2 billion. He is also expected to conclude smaller agreements in areas such as oil and gas, environment, artificial intelligence, quantum computing, education, and culture. Now, the visit is being seen as a significant step towards repairing ties between India and Canada, and nearly 2.5 years after relations were strained under former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Now, he had alleged that Indian government agents were involved in the killing of a pro-Khalistani separatist figure in Canada. And to give us more details, our Assistant Editor of Foreign Affairs, Han Sibu, has sent us this report.
Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has started his Indo-Pacific visit from India. In Mumbai, he will be, of course, holding several meetings later today, but essentially the big focus remains as to give and build on the reset that was started with the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit last year here in Canada for the G7 Kananaskar Summit. Now, both sides are rebuilding the fractured relationship. You'll focus on energy, on trade, giving a push to the SEPA trade agreement as well. And Mark Carney, of course, travels to Australia and Japan. His policy is largely about diversification, where India fits in. The policy comes at a time when Donald Trump's policies across the world and here in Canada are making huge ripples, including, of course, his comments terming the Canadian leadership as governor and Canada as a state is something that has caused a lot of heartburn here in this country. Sudhansibal for WION in Montreal, Canada.